We spend so much time trying to fight stress, to conquer it, to ignore it, to push it away. But what if the key to calming the mind, to restoring your body, wasn't more effort, but gentleness? What if the way forward is not toughness, but kindness? A soft act that rewires your brain and heal your nervous system. Hi, I am Dr. Shambhu Yadav, a neuroscientist and a stress biologist from Harvard Medical School. Sometimes I wonder how strange it is that the mind can feel crowded, even when the room around us is completely silent. You could be sitting quietly, maybe with a cup of tea, and it feels like there is a storm happening inside you. That's stress. It creates a hum beneath everything, a low-level noise that we carry with us. And the more I learn about the brain, the more I realize that this storm is not just in the mind, it is in the body. Stress changes the way we breathe, the way our heart beats, the way our muscles hold tension. It reshapes us from the inside out. And most of the time, we don't even notice. It starts long before we feel it. Even the anticipation of something challenging that can shift the chemistry inside our brain. Hormones rises, certain network fire more intensely. The areas responsible for detecting danger stand alert. And the part of the brain that help us think clearly, they quiet down. And that's why a small problem can feel huge. Why a single comment can haunt us for hours. Because the brain doesn't wait for danger, it prepares for possibility. And it doesn't know the difference between a real threat and perceived one. And now here is the interesting part. The brain is stressed, it becomes harder to feel kindness. Not because we don't want it, but because stress narrows our perception. It makes us focus on danger and less on warmth. Even when someone is trying to comfort us, we can feel distance from it. And this is not the weakness, it is the neurobiology. The nervous system is simply in protection mode. But kindness, even the smallest act of kindness, can tilt the system back towards violence. Kindness is not just emotional comfort, it is a biological signal, a signal that says you are safe. And the body listens. The chemical shifts, the heart softens, muscles releases, the brain's threat center quiet down. While the connection circuit, which is the one that allows us to bond, trust to feel, they wake up. Kindness is a signal of safety. It is a reset button for the nervous system. And here is what is even more fascinating. When we extend kindness to ourselves, when we treat ourselves with a gentleness instead of judgment, the same things happen. The nervous system shifts. The emotional center calms. The part of the brain that helps us think clearly become more active. The body relaxes. And when this happens repeatedly, the baseline of stress actually changes. The mind becomes more resilient, more flexible, more capable of responding instead of reacting. Self-kindness is not indulgence. It is a form of self-regulation. It is a tool to mental strength. Think about this. Harsh self-talk doesn't make the brain stronger. It makes it scared. Fear narrows the perception. Fear limits creativity. Fear locks the mind into the pattern of protection. And kindness, Kindness allows the brain to explore, to adapt, to innovate. It creates the condition where the problem solving and clarity can emerge naturally. Humans are wired for connection. The one person's calm can save another's biology. One person's warmth can reduce another's stress. We are built to co-regulate. Our nervous system talk to each other even without any word. A soft tone, a gentle presence, a patient pause. These things create signal of safety. It synchronizes heart rhythm, it reduces tension, it quiets the part of the brain that scan for threat. We are social creatures. We evolve in group, not in isolation. And yet, so often we live as if we are alone. Kindness doesn't just feel good, it changes our perception. When we feel safe, the world looks different. Stress narrows the senses, safety within them, color feel richer, sound feel softer, expression become easier to read. Our environment becomes less threatening. It's not magic, it's a neuroscience. The mind opens when it feels safe, and the simple act of kindness creates that safety. Even memory changes, stress distorts memory, and kindness lightens the load. It allows the hippocampal, the part of our brain that processes experiences, to encode reality more accurately without emotional enhancement that stress often adds. Suddenly the thinking clearly easier, learning is easier, creativity is easier. And my friend, sleep. Let's not forget sleep. A nervous system can have experienced safety fall into rest more easily. Stress makes the mind restless. Kindness calms it. It allows for deeper sleep, better recovery, and faster restoration. Resilience grows. The cycle of stress softens. And here is the thing. The opposite of stress is not relaxation. Relaxation is a result. The opposite of stress is safety. And safety is often created through connection. By being seen, by being understood, by being treated with care. And that is why kindness is not optional. It is not just nice to have, it is essential for us. It is one of the most powerful tools we have to regulate our nervous system, to restore balance, to protect the mind and body from the long-term effect of chronic stress. And this is where the courage comes in. Kindness is not weak, it is not passive. Especially in the moment of stress, choosing kindness requires awareness. Choosing kindness requires presence. Choosing kindness requires biological mystery. It is strength. It is resilience in action. Every time we practice kindness, whether to ourselves or others, we train the brain. The pathways for patience grow stronger. Emotional regulation becomes more efficient. The nervous system recovers faster from the stress. And slowly over time, this builds a life where stress no longer dominates the story, where clarity replaces anxiety, where connection replaces isolation. So my friend, stress is always be part of our life. We cannot remove it, but we can change how we live with it. We can create an internal climate where stress doesn't overwhelm us, where the nervous system has a moment of softness, where the heart can find steadiness. And this is the power of kindness. Kindness is not just an act, it is the language the nervous system understands. It is a signal that the body and mind listen to. It is a tool that strengthens resilience, enhances perception, restore balance, and rewire the brain towards clarity, and connection. And when we understand this, we realize that strength is not harnessed. Strength is gentleness, strength is patience, strength is being present with yourself and other, even in a storm. So my friend, next time stress rises, pause, breathe, offer yourself a soft word, a gentle thought, a small act of kindness, and in that simple gesture, your nervous system begins to shift. Slowly at first, then more consistently. And over time, you can create a new pattern, a new way of being, a way where stress still exists, but you no longer live in its shadow. You live in the quiet power of safety, in the calm strength of kindness, and when that happens, everything will change. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.